We actually see symptoms of post-traumatic stress disorder at very high rates in inner city kids, irrespective of whether they've actually experienced trauma themselves or not, because the chronic exposure in their environment is clearly a huge issue for these young people.
Stress is wired into us. It is programmed into us. Why? Because we are meat. And as soon as you understand that we are meat, that we are wired, we all come from the jungle, and when a tiger was going to attack you, what you needed to be able to do was jump very quickly. And we are wired completely to react to that tiger attack. But the problem is that when we are overly reactive, we often see things that are not real tigers, but that feel like it nonetheless. What if that tiger is a constant force in your life? Then one jumping does not help you. What you need to be able to do is jump at any moment in any time.
And one of the characteristics that I find most grabbing is that a lot of these kids see the world as a mean place. And that perception gets integrated into all of their behavior, that their interpretations of the world are the most negative possible that one can imagine.
Now, so what I believe is that there are these wounds that we carry. I think about the wounds as being very much invisible wounds. They're wounds that those who carry the wounds, who sustain them, can't see them, and those of us who often work with them can't see them. Because the work we do is predicated on us seeing what we look for. And so unless we're looking for the wounds, we don't see the wounds.
You know, we in medicine in particular, we are always thinking about what am I going to do next? What am I going to think about next? And we're thinking about what we know that might help the person. But when you're stuck with what you know, you tend to be stuck in your head. And when you're stuck in your head, sometimes it's harder to open your heart.
But the beginning of being trauma-informed is knowing what is about you and what is not about you. Because when you know it's not about you, then you change the lens through which you can look at a kid.
I'm a human being who's put on this earth to connect with other human beings and to move them along their journey. And I need to do that or I'm going to burn out.
As practitioners, we're quite often called to and really driven to helping others, but don't often think about how much we may need to help ourselves first and how we're maybe not going to necessarily be at our best for our clients if we're not taking care of ourselves.
I mean, there are sort of a number of different points, figuring out in part how to find a way to move out of my personal anger and pain by zooming out into a larger context and understanding myself in that context, in my community, in my history.
I would love those of us who are on the front lines of healing kids who have been through difficulty, have been through trauma, and have been through pain, to take care of ourselves first. I really would. Because I want people to do this over a lifetime. And what is it that burnout's really about? It's about when you stop caring and when you stop feeling. It's when you become angry at the people you're trying to serve. And you know what? You will become angry at the people you try to serve if you don't have a good life. And if you sacrifice and you think, there's no time to take care of myself, I have to take care of others, then you'll be amazing for a very short period of time. But if you take care of yourself because you deserve to be whole and because you are going to model healing for other people and because you need to maintain your capacity to love other human beings, you take care of yourself, you'll maintain that capacity. You don't take care of yourself, you're going to be angry at the people you're supposed to love. And then we can't accomplish anything.